Turns out Kane and Sinan have a little side project going on with the Scorpia shipyards. Mark II variants of the Viper fighter. The Admiral is after a good news story after what happened at Caprica Terminal. Something to boost confidence in Colonial Fleet and keep the funding rolling in.
Don't implicate me in Lucinda's spending spree. She still has 7 colonies waiting for their Jupiters.
Anyway, the Scorpia shipyards could use some relief. As a primary manufacturer for many of the colony militaries, they're under constant harassment from Cylon forces. Sir, Kane wants Daedalus at Scorpia to double the workshop capacity for the first batch of Mark II Vipers. I'll have the FTL drives spun up and ready for your jump command. Prepared to jump in 3, 2, 1. Multiple Dratus contacts, Commander. Scorpion Intel has already confirmed hostile bogies.
I knew they were under pressure out here, but this is the worst I've seen the Scorpion shipyards. Incredible they can get anything done under these conditions.
Green Squadron, good to go!
Thrusters nominal, RCS green, I'm good to go.
All systems are nominal. Crash! I'm winged! Incoming! Cryptor! I'm taking hits! Escort turret zone is active.
Commander, I'm seeing hostile contacts not engaged in the fighting. They appear to be scouting the Scorpia fleet's wreckages.
They'll be scavenging for ammunition. Destroy the wreckages before the Cylons can turn our own slugs against us, Commander.
Commander, a word? I don't often have the luxury of investigating field damage. A few moments of footage before you destroy those husks could provide invaluable data.
Break! I've got 3-4, upper 6, targeting. I'm hit!
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained. Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now. We're gonna hammer the frappers until they can't get back up. Target is 4-5 by 9-9. Adjusting shot by .06. Fire!
Optimizing firing solution. Escort clear zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
Commander, I gave you an order.
Sir, the Commander was following up on a request from Sinan for damage reports before.
Mr. Quaid is not in command of this fleet, Lieutenant. Destroy those wreckages now.
What the frack? Commander, all hostiles are disengaging. Admiral Kane isn't happy with us. But at least we stopped the Cylons from salvaging any more ammo from those Scorpion ships.
Lucinda is becoming rash in her decisions. That was valuable data we could have used. She forgets she must prove the stability of Colonial Fleet to the Quorum.
Well, if the Cylons keep running away, maybe you can finally finish building those Jupiters. And build us one while you're at it. We could do with the firepower. Right, Commander? Commander, we've received an unusual request from the Aquarian Science Forum. There's a colonial ship in orbit they want removed. The research vessel was working on a new plating repair technology. The project got Cylon interest, and the research group was forced to abandon the asset and its crew. There hasn't been much Cylon activity in the area other than that. However, Aquaria wants both Cylon and Colonial Fleet presence minimized while they prepare for the Kairos Summerfest. The forum said we can take the ship and any tech we find on it, as long as we take the Cylons with us. Whether it's actually theirs to give away is another matter. Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. Jump complete. Hostile Dratus marks already on the board. The research ship is responding and active.
It's peculiar to see a Vartmodia ship so far from home. Their drone technology isn't so radical that they need help from the Aquarians.
It's possible that was just a front. Maybe some rogue techs looking for refuge before the Quorum passes its AI ban.
I don't think so. In that regard, Vergis has more to be concerned about than these folks. They're drone enthusiasts at best. More interested in actuators than processors.
Either way. Commander, proceed as planned. This may be a rare lucrative day for Colonial Fleet.
Action stations, this is not a drill.
Drinks on the first nugget to lose their kill slot.
Commander, multiple new Dratus contacts.
We're gonna hammer these frackers till they can't get back up. Frack! I'm winged! Watch your six.
Hostile unit identified.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Target is 83 by 88. That's what you get, frackers.
All hostile marks are down. Celestra is secured and preparing to be boarded. Commander, Admiral, while we were anchored at Aquaria, Sinan came across some disturbing intelligence about one of our allies.
We finished debriefing the Celestra just a little while ago. Although the project was Tauran-owned, most of the crew is Canceran. Mostly engineers and deckhands working off family prison debts. Their opinions on Canceran's prison systems were scathing at best. One man insisted his uncle had been abducted by Cylons, herded out of the complex with a dozen other inmates, while the guards just stood by and watched. It didn't sound like an isolated incident either.
We've received no formal requests from the Canceran government to respond to these Cylon incursions. But I have tracked Cylon IFFs to at least one station, with no hostile engagements publicly recorded by authorities.
That is reason enough to warrant a closer look. Commander, get a fleet to Canceran to investigate the prison station. I'll deal with any politicians on the ground as needed.
Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. I have security forces stranded and hailing on distress channels. Multiple hostiles on the board, including one at the prison station.
Any word from inside the station?
None. The stranded security team has confirmed that the perimeter minefield is compromised and dangerous.
Commander, neutralize enough of the minefield so that we can get our Marines on that station. And let me know when the Canceran Parliament decides to wake up and do their job.
Yellow Squadron is good to go. Weapons free and by the numbers, folks.
Escort clear zone is intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
Escort priority 1 still online.
We're taking fire!
Sir, Cancer in Defense and Interior is on the line.
Well, that didn't take long.
You are far from home, Colonial Fleet. I expect this is a friendly visit, unless there is another good reason to breach Canceran orbit with your warships.
Minister Winutu, we are cooperating with local security to investigate a Cylon presence as yet unreported by your department. Unless Canceran has objections to the 4th and 7th articles, we will proceed with our operation.
Optimizing firing solutions.
Admiral Flynn, I insist. We do not need the help of Colonial Fleet with internal security matters. Canceran law enforcement is en route to the station as we speak.
This is clearly a wartime engagement with hostile forces. We will not turn around and leave colonial citizens to be killed.
I expect you to act in accordance with your articles, Admiral. And as yet, no branch of Canceran government has formally asked for your help.
Minister Winnetou, surely you understand how this looks to Colonial Fleet. I appreciate there is a sensitivity regarding these facilities, but this is not the time for political jousting.
Ah, Mr. Quaid. I did not realize you were still indentured to the Capricorns. Very well. Do as you must. We will clean up whatever mess Colonial Fleet leaves in its wake. At their expense, of course.
We're gonna hammer the frackers till they can't get back up.
Escort clearance zone is active.
Firing on target.
Switching gun to manual.
Get him, get him, get him! That's right, frackers, that's right.
Marines are on station and engaging with Centurions. Inmates and security personnel are displaced, but mostly unharmed. All hostile marks are down, and the prison compound is secured.
You appear to have an agreeable impact on the minister's decision-making, Sinan. There's some history there, I assume?
Merely professional courtesy. I've worked for Shashenka in the past. She is as ambitious as she is morally reductive. I'm surprised you don't get along with her better, Lucinda.
Sir, information on the chemical attacks are still incoming, but response teams estimate thousands of victims. Reports confirm most are non-fatal, which seems worse, somehow. Kane's agreed to provide an escort for a Pycon Medical Corps attachment out of Helios Alpha. But it's your problem to figure out how to get them there. Her words, not mine. Sagittarian hasn't lifted their border embargo since the attack. At this stage, we've only got permission to take Dr. Cottle and his team to Erelon. Prepared to jump in 3, 2, 1. Multiple Dratus contacts bearing 014, Karam 002.
I presume this won't inconvenience your big warships too much?
Don't worry, Doc. We'll get you over into Erelon airspace as soon as your FTL drives are recharged.
That's not what concerns me.
Escort clearance zone is active. Firing on target. Firing solution is online.
Took you right 4, upper 6. I'm committing. Switching gun to manual. We're gonna hammer the frackers until they can't get back up.
Additional Dratus contacts, sir. Bearing on the transports.
Adjusting shot by point 1-2. Fire! Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now. Reloading.
That got a little messy.
Got them now.
Commander, transports 2 and 3 have jumped to PyCon. Cottle's transport hasn't jumped.
Tell your commander my ship is ready to be escorted to Sagittarion.
You know we can't take you there. The Sagittarian border embargo is still in place. The whole planet is off limits to Colonial Fleet.
You have your duty, and I have mine. You can let yours get in the way of helping innocent victims, children, goddammit, or you can take me to Sagittarion and let me do my job.
Even if Kane agrees, we have to clear the Cylons first. If they see us jump now with Cottle, they're going to realize we're taking him to Sagittarion. Sir, contact zone is clear. Can also confirm PyCon medical teams 2 and 3 have hit dirt.
Inform Lieutenant Cottle that I won't break Sagittarion's embargo for his personal crusade. And Commander, that is the last time I'll hear you taking orders from an inferior officer.
Government overthrown by a Caprican-backed coup. Their military forced to fight enemies they didn't make. Oh, I can't imagine why they don't leave the welcome mat out for Colonial Fleet.
About that, I think I have an idea. Might want to tidy your desk there, Commander. Kane is bringing an unexpected guest to the CIC.
And this is the executive operations of Colonial Fleet. Commander, this is Prince Stefan, Duke of Hadrian, of the royal family of Vergon.
Just Stefan. There's a time and a place for pleasantries. The middle of a spiraling war is not one of them. So, straight to business. Vergon intelligence suspects an attack on the Leonid V-Day celebration. We trust our sources, but they have not yet gathered specifics on how the attack will proceed. My personally being here should imprint upon you the severity of our concerns. Vergon saboteurs will be blamed, and the Quarren Alliance will deviate into squabbling and infight. We require the impartiality of Colonial Fleet to intervene on Vergon's behalf.
Commander, you will send an investigative force to monitor the event. Be prepared for anything. The last thing we need right now is a diplomatic fiasco with the 12 colonies watching.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Jump complete. Plenty of civilian marks, no hostiles showing on Dratus. I've got Leonis officials asking why we're here, but nothing else out of the ordinary. What's with the scrap heaps? I thought this event was supposed to be fancy.
Don't besmirch history, Helena. Those hulls have survived more action than any other ship still flying.
Jaina's cruisers were prolific during the Imperial Wars. I served aboard one myself for a small time. It is a strange choice for a memorial centerpiece, however.
We don't make them like that anymore. Would have taken a nuke to get through that many layers of armor.
Unfortunately, they were plentiful back then as well.
Sir, the Leonid cruisers have launched munitions. I thought they were supposed to be decommissioned.
Commander, move the fleet to intervene and protect those civilians.
Admiral, I cannot allow you to destroy those cruisers.
With all due respect, Your Highness, that is not your call to make.
Whoever planned this intends to sow discord in Helios Beta and the core of it. We will need those ships as evidence to exonerate Vergon of any suspicion.
He's not wrong. There's no reason for decommissioned cruisers to have any supply of live munitions on board. The Cylons, if it is them behind it, have had help in setting up this ambush.
Multiple Dratus contacts, all hostile, constant bearing on our position. I don't think they're happy to see us here.
Marks incoming on priority 1.
Intercepting.
By point 1-5. Fire!
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Firing on target. Reloading.
Optimizing firing solutions.
Firing solution is online. Get him, get him!
Copy, pilot. Do you copy? Pilot, do you copy?
Adamant is taking damage. Hostile marks are dark. Disarmament teams are suiting up to deactivate the cruisers.
Commendably handled, Commander. You have the gratitude of myself and the First Family of Vergon. I must admit, I do not understand Quorum's ambivalence towards this team.
The Cylon are everyone's problem, Your Highness. Colonial Fleet is supposed to act as the right arm of the 12 colonies. If we don't have the consistent, unanimous support of all its members...
I understand your concern, Admiral. I feel we should discuss Colonial Fleet's requirements sooner rather than later. To your office, then.